ancient Egyptian chocolate on it, and there were chopped pistachio nuts buried into it, and they couldn't identify them really until they found this plaque with the hieroglyphics on it, and they worked it out. It was one of the ancient pharaohs, Pharaoh Rocher. Just down the road here, there's I don't know whether it's still there, but it used to be a firm, Ackles and Pollock, and they were really top of the industry in their tube making. They could make anything out of tubes. And one day they got a letter from an American tube manufacturer saying that we understand that you make different kinds of tubes in a small way. If you need any advice on any project or anything, our experts would be glad to come over and help you with them. And they sent this tube, and they said this is the smallest tube in the world with a diameter. It was a true tube. Last time I told this, about 5 years ago, there was a chap in the audience said, "That's right, my granddad was on that project. They decided to make one smaller." And he said, that's right, my granddad worked on that project, you know, making this small tube. Anyway, they got to work on it, and they manufactured a small tube, much finer than the needle of hypodermic syringe. And they pump nitrogen through it, which is what they do to test it, to make sure there are no leaks. And it was a perfect tube. And they fitted this inside the one that the Yanks had sent over and said, "You must have made a mistake. This is the smallest tube in the world which we've just produced." That's perfectly true, but the other half of the story, whether you believe it or not, Ackles and Pollocks were doing well, and they'd still be doing well today, only tube investments took them over, broke the firm up, took all the expertise out of it, and just discarded the rest. Anyway, they decided they wanted a new sign put up, you know, big 6-foot letters, stainless steel, so that it catch the sun and it could be seen all around. So they decided on this new sign to say Ackles and Pollocks, tube manufacturers. And they got the two local sign experts, Fred and Sid, to come and have a look at it, and they sized it up and they said, "Yeah, we'll do it for you." And so they arrived one morning on the cart with all the letters, and Sid went up the ladder and on the roof, and Fred stopped down with the cart. And as he wanted a letter, he used to shout, "Okay, Fred, send up the A," and he'd send up the A for the Ackles on the hoist. And they were going all right, and they got the Ackles up, and they stood back and they thought, "Oh, that's great." And they come to start on the Pollock part, and "Okay, Fred, send up the P." And there was a bit of a delay. "Come on, send up the P." And Fred shouted up, "We haven't got a P." He said, "We've got a P. I put it on the cart myself this morning." And he said, "No, there's nothing here." He said, "We've got a B." And Sid said, "We can't use that. I'll come down and have a look." So we come down and had a look all through the cart, and there was no letter P. He said, "You know what, Fred, we must have made a hell of a cock up the London Brick Company this morning."